Greetings, traveler.
All right, so as you can see, we are going to be reviewing a game played by Dog. Oh, it's also an audience choice game. We just came from audience choice. Beast, Demon, Dragon, Pirate, and Undead. So Beast and Undead in make Terran quite nice. A dog, yeah. What else do we have? Dragon Pirate? Dragon Pirate makes Stun Trake so nice, but it's kind of tricky in this lobby to get a Stun Trake going. Oh, everybody gets Time Thief? Jesus, bro. I guess he looks at his previous game, and if it's bad, he's like, I'm not doing it. But there's a Voon. Ugh. The play to win is to take the Scout, and it's so like, boo. But I get it. Because if your last game wasn't good, then you're not getting anything. But it's not Time Warp. Oh, I thought it was Time Warp. Okay. Yeah, sure. Scout is probably more fun then, actually. Oh, it's not Time Warp. I thought it was Time Warp for a second. Okay, so Scout gives everybody the chance to get like a high tier minion. That's probably more fun anyway. All right, approved. Approved, chat. Terran getting the Spellcraft here is super useful, because especially if you get like 2 of them, you can just hero power the minion, and then you spawn 2 crabs, and then when it dies, you get 2 more crabs. It's pretty nasty. I've really been liking Terran. Oof, 12 cards in the hand for Wisdom Ball for Sire, and whenever audience choice adds a card, that's a card to the hand. That's nice. That's gonna go pretty quickly. But I've really, like, in the anomaly plus Time Warp meta, I've really been liking Terran. The amount of times where I just get like a good Death Rattle Time Warp that I can hero power, it's great. All right, we are going for the double buy here. We do not want to sell our Scout yet to level. We do not want to sell our Surf and Serve. Eyes, holy. Okay, let's see how Dog uses the eyes here. So the immediate value is you put it on your horse and your horse has 20 health. But you don't get money from that, right? Ideally as Terran, let's make a golden Death Rattle and hero power that. So if we can get a... Oh wait, how does this work? Okay, it's a tie. If we can get Spore Bat offered in the Time Warp shop, we'll get Golden Spore Bat. He's gonna go for Golden Scout. Just hold it, hold it, right? Easy there, because you're not selling it yet, right? There's no reason to eyes it yet. I think he was just playing. I don't think he was like, what? No. Check your Time Warp first, bro. To make no! What? But you can do that at any time. Why do it so early? Oh, I'm actually... Yeah, wow. I don't often say that I heavily disagree with a play, but my god, I heavily disagree with that one. Like, what's the upside, right? You get a 2-2 instead of a 1-1. That's the upside, because you can wait until the Scout is ready to get sold, then eyes it, and then you'll get 2. Right? So why not just check the Time Warp first? You get like Golden Spore Bat, you hero power that shit, boom. Full hand of spells every time. I guess he is like very much looking for 6s. Ooh, wow, my god, bro. Wait, what? Oh, we're leveling here. Oh, this was still on Carapace patch. Okay. Well, sorry, it's not a different patch. It's just that they did a hotfix to fix some bugs, and in classic Blizzard fashion, that also broke the game. That's kind of insane here that he doesn't take Reborn and Nubarak with the tokens either. Wow, these are like 2 quite different plays already. This one I can see why, because he is leveling and he's getting a 5-drop out of his Toki buddy, right? So there's a clear like upside, so I can see why he's doing that. Still, to not take Reborn and Nubarak with the tokens, that makes you so strong for so long. I mean, clearly, well, does he need it here? He doesn't need it here, right? Well, getting the Carapace with hero power also, like, that's going to make him very strong. So this worked out really well. So this one I can get. This one I understand, right? It's just a Scout that that one I can't. All right. Smack. Counter smack. Yeah, those underdogs tie all the time. All right, so we could have had Golden Time Warp Recycler, or we could have had Golden Fester Gut with a hero power on the Fester Gut. Going for 5s here for Titus. Drakari's sick here for audience choice. What? Oh my god. Okay, we are not like... I get it again, right? Because he's like going for Carapace. It feels like he's just Giga forcing Carapace here. Is Carapace back? No, this was from before Carapace was bugged. So this is a dog game that I saw. I was like, ooh, I want to review this one. But there's like so many choices that are being made that I'm actually not, at least initially, agreeing with. And then some I just can't. Beater, thank you so much for the 1,785 people raid. Let's go, baby. I hope you had a fantastic stream, Beater. We are watching a dog game he played, but apparently it was before Carapace got bugged out. So I thought it was an interesting, or at least the thumbnail looked quite interesting. Like maybe you just got me. Maybe you baited me, chat. It's actually going to be playing Carapace. Jabaited. But he got eyes from the audience choice anomaly and just slammed it on the scout that he had on his board instead of waiting for time warp, which was like very surprising to me. Would have had Drakari, Lucifron. It's like, it gets kind of weird though, because you can't automatically say, oh, I'll just put the Drakari on my board for audience choice, because you also still need to win your fights, right? And if he has a Drakari and a Lucifron on the board, it gets a little weird. I think I would have probably tried to do that, especially because I think I would have had either Golden Putricide or I would have had Golden Refiner for money. Okay, so we're taking the Rylak here with Bran to open up Beetle, I guess. That's got to be it, right? Beater sleepy? Yeah, I get that. I get that. All right, so we have Lucifron. So now we're getting 2 of the audience choice cards. 2 7-drops. Wow. Stitch, I guess. Man, this Refiner is so much fun. I really, really like that they made it Avenge 4. Because it's such a cool card. Holy whelps. Golden Titus there. Getting whelped. Still has his Golden Scout on the board. So he also iced the Scout. SMH chat. Another Scout Eyes-er right there. Scout Eyes Enjoyer. Alright. Level take 7-drops. Whee! Money, money, money. Sanders or Kodo. Kodo with Terran is also sick. Sanders is solid. Okay, there's a Kodo. I don't know with Terran. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna shop buff then. Okay. Now, Dog is a very good player, by the way. So the fact. Oh, he also has Golden Brand, right? Yeah. This I like actually. So I would actually say that this is my weakness. I'm not always focused where I say, oh, we're doing this. So this is something that I see like Beater just rated, right? Beater is also very good at this, where there's focus of like, we're doing this, which means you're essentially closing off a lot of other opportunities, which is why it kind of sucks, because if you're going like, well, we're doing this, then there's all these other fancy things that you can't do. So it's a little like, oh, I want to do the fancy stuff. So here, essentially what Dog said, I have a Bran, I have a Sanders. Okay, Golden Brand. I have a Rylak. Cool. I have a Battle Cry here that can make my shop big. Cool. Let's do that. Instead of being like, oh, but I could do this, and then I have a Kodo, and then I have the Terran Hero Power, and maybe I can like somehow make the Kodo big, and then Hero Power, and then and have the you're like, and you're dead. Because your board is a whole lot of stuff that could maybe do something, instead of, oh, you made a choice, you're executing on a choice, and now you're building a board. Good. Because it's always like that, oh, I needed one more turn, but the reason you needed one more turn is that you were too slow in essentially committing to a thing. So that's what I've been working on actually in the past like 2 days or so. Like I've really been focusing on that, and it's been working out great. Like my games have been much better. So this is where that's a great reminder by Dog by just saying, oh, I got a Golden Brand, don't overcomplicate things here. Get a good Battle Cry next to your Rylak and start pumping that shop. Now that he has a big shop, he's thinking, oh, I can play this Imp and I can pump it with Mind Mucks, maybe oh, there's a Mind Muck already. Everybody gets a time snap? Sure, why not? More 7 drops. Golden Imp? Yeah. And raw for money? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so this seems like a pretty straightforward game plan now. We play Imp, we Golden Imp, we put lots of buffs on Imp, and then Imp makes huge minions. I like it, I like it. And then he has Terran on the Imp if he wants it. But he can also just keep Terran for buffing. As long as he doesn't have an extra armor for damage cap, it's a little sketchy to not hero power the Imp. But on the other hand, you know, if you have that Imp and you're so strong here, it is tempting to not do it. He's looking at the Tethys to just get more money for a second. Shipman also... No, he's going to keep his Lucifron, it seems. So he values the Lucifron for the double end of turn audience choice, and you can't really blame him because the past 2 turns he's been getting 7 drops. So there is an Urzel if he wants to build a second unit here, but board space is like so tricky. I think I might have preferred an economy unit instead of Urzel, because you're throwing consumes on the Imp, right? You're not necessarily just cycling demons. Okay, money is great because there is another eat guy here. Nom 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 nom. Ooh, we'd want that Titus, yeah. Okay, so he's not gonna do the Drakari thing. See, yeah, I don't love having the Urzel now instead. I think I would have just preferred to have more value, but that's okay. Because I think you can just have Lucifron here instead of this Urzel, and then play your Titus. Because you know you're getting time snap because you picked it. But Dog obviously doesn't feel like that is something he can afford. It's maybe a bit too much milk. But I feel like you're quite protected against scam, right? Because this Imp will split into 4 units. That's so good. So I wouldn't really be too worried about scam. Because usually that's the problem, right? You make a big guy and then you get scammed. But the Imp just makes 4 more. So, you know... That's not bad. So I think I would have preferred a bit of extra money instead of the Urzel. So either the Drakari for the double end of turn or the Tethys or so. Because we have a Golden Brand. Let's hope. Yeah, we could take Archimont and then get like the damage guy, Percussionist. Yeah, there's Percussionist. We have to sell Titus here? Oh, he's going to sell that. Ooh. That triggers the battle cry too. I think you just sell Titus. I don't think you need Titus because you can never ever... ooh, Reborn's good. You can never ever like oh wow. He's selling the Rylak too. He's like, oh, my shop's big enough. Okay. I guess he has another Rylak that he can end on if he really wants it. Has Archimont now too. That's nice. I think I might have just sold Titus there and then kept my Greenskeeper Rylak to just have more buffs and more money. Because I think you can just win with 1 unit here. Because you're also Terran, right? So worst case, you can just play down a unit or more and hero power this Imp and get the extra tokens. How long does it take you to get 4,500 when you start playing? So you start at 4,000 internally, right? So 4,500 is essentially 5 first places, roughly. Yeah, he's just gonna rebuild it. That is cool. Nice. So now he has the big Urzel too. Yeah, this dog guy, he knows what he's doing, chat. So he got the big Urzel and he still ends on the Rylak and the Macaw. Well done. Well done. So yeah, the question about the MMR, it's just like, how many games would it take for the internal, right? So you get 300 per, so it's like what? I don't know, like 20 games or something for 4,500. But that's, of course, you know, if you are like truly new to the game and you're like you have like no idea what you're doing and just like some wins, some losses, which is very normal, it's probably going to take more than 20 games. So what does Dog really want now? It's kind of just scale the guy, right? So in order for that, we need money. You know, I wonder if this Urzel is even worth it. Because technically this Urzel is going to be weaker than... Oh, is he maybe going to prep a Mutinous play? Ah, that would make sense. That's probably what he's doing, right? Okay, he didn't Ice that, so he's saving Ice for the Macaw or the Rylak, I guess. Okay, getting some money here. That would make sense. Okay. Dog a few steps ahead of me here. Classic. Because if he is... Oh, yeah, this would make total sense. So what he does is he builds a big Urzel, sells everything except the Imp, Mutinous on top of the Imp, and then just like hero power the Imp. And now you spawn like a bunch of giga large minions. Okay. Touche, Dog. See, that's why I don't immediately say like, oh, I think it's a mistake to go for the Urzel. It's just like, oh, you know, I kind of don't like it, or like this and that. It's like, but the thing is, like, I just didn't understand it yet. Now I understand it, and I was like, of course you do that, because it's so much easier to grow the Urzel than it is to grow the Imp. Because for the Imp, it only grows if you have specifically like eating battle cries, but it won't grow if you have, you know, like any random demon, right? Whereas the Urzel will eat with any random demon. So it's so much easier to make that guy big. So now the tricky thing is he just needs enough money to farm that Mutinous and to make the Urzel big. He does have goggles in his hand, which helps a lot. The fight is completely irrelevant because he has this Imp. This Imp is so strong. He made it golden, so it spawns like 4 more 4,000 health guys. Okay, he's in the top 3 already, so damage cap is off. This is not a bad shop to steal. Yeah, got some demons in there. Dog agreeing. So you can play the other Urzel. You might not care because you'd need 2 Mutinous anyway to really make use of it. Okay, buys the Titus to maybe replay it afterwards? Or just end on 2 Titus, I'm not sure. Yeah, it doesn't really want to take the damage, I guess. So we need money. So use Golden Brand. Maybe get some nice like Panda into more money. Doesn't want the Felemental. Yeah, really needs that Mutinous, right? Because we are in the top. Okay, so he's going to end on Felmet for like a little boost. Ooh, that one is pretty good. Probably eat here, right? Yeah. Whenever you buy that mini, you're always looking for a shop where you don't actually have to buy anything. We're not swapping our hero power. Hero power is insane. Yeah, I guess he just needs money for Mutinous now. He's probably looking for eat. Yeah, obviously. Sorry, that's just what we've been talking about like the past like 5 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That is such a fun demon, but he can't buy it, right? He needs the yeah, he just needs money. Needs Mutinous, or he needed like the Malkazar, not Malkazar, Archimont on his board for the percussionist. Hey, thank you so much, Piece of Tom, for the bits. Very much appreciated. Oh my, this guy milked until he died, chat. He was like, I'm milking, baby. Here we go. I've got Golden Pirates, which gives me 4 strike oils, and then I have Titus, which makes it 8, and then I Macaw, and I'm like, how do you get the Imp Golden? Sanders. Captain Sanders. He still has 2 people alive, but again, he would oh, Snack, wait, ooh. Snack Fender is going to complicate. Yeah, I think at this point, I would not want to give people Snack Fender, because that's just going to make things too complicated. Because you have your game plan with the Imp, you don't want to do Snack Fender stuff. All right. Is he gonna find this Mutinous or not? Because the Imp is bigger than the Urzel now. Because he actually is kind of poor. Like he's been struggling. New Zhao is good to deal with scam. Yeah, I think you buy it. You even have Wind Fury in your hand. Man, there were a lot of things to consider this game. Because if he never finds the Mutinist, then it kind of sucks, the whole plan. Well, I mean, the Imp is up to 6.3k, so I mean... Oh, wait, maybe it's in here. No, we love our hero power. Yeah, 1 HP. There's money there. I don't... Well, okay, it doesn't matter. Sure, re-armor. Yeah, you could end by buying New Zhao, yeah. I don't think we're actually going to be doing our play chat. Honestly, just sell some stuff here. I think your Titus just goes. I think your Felbat goes. I'd keep Brand for money, but I think you sell Felbat and Titus, and then you summon 2 more tokens. So he's not spawning another at least 2 6,000 health imps here. Which, you know, he doesn't have to. The opponent's not that strong. So I get it. But it's top 4, it's top 3. I think I would not risk it, because let's, you know, what does the Titus do for you? Like nothing, right? There's no way the Imp ever gets Titus value. So I think the Titus at the very least could be sold. I think you can argue that the Felbat, sure, it's another proc, right? You can keep that, maybe. Kind of greedy, but yeah, I think the Mutinous might not be showing up, chat. But there was a very clear strategy behind it, right? Like he was thinking, oh, let me do that. Oh, he has damage reduction. That's cool. Money, money, money. Why is the Titus still on our board? Ooh, Golden is out. That's huge. It's also in our hand, so if you find me... Oop, never mind. I was gonna say, we could open that spell shop, right, for Mutinous, and then we could have the... Yeah, maybe he's not thinking about it. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't want to Mutinous it. Maybe I had a completely wrong interpretation here. Because it does, he's not playing like he wants to Mutinous it. He just wants 1 more big units, but man, you gotta sell a lot of stuff here. Yeah. I guess it's fine, yeah. You played down 3 units, so you summoned 4 imps. So you sell your Titus and your guy. Yep. And now you have New Zhao to take care of Scam. Maybe you wanted to, but it's too late. It's never really too late, because he could have just gotten the Mutinous there. The New Zhao was in his hand. There's no other piece he needed to keep on the board, right? So it wasn't too late. But it gives him 1 more big unit, but honestly, he could just run anything. So it doesn't matter because it's 8,000, right? Like, again, he played this really well, mainly because he was super decisive when he said, okay, we're going in with the Sanders on the brand, and we're doing the shop buff. That absolutely won him the game. Like that was very well done. Oh look, he's also playing tokens, but our tokens are slightly larger. You know, like 10 times roughly. All right, man. Cool. Yeah, that definitely gives me some more respect for the tier 7 demon. Like, I don't do that enough where I just say, oh, well, I'll just make a big shop and I'll wing it. I'll figure it out and then I'll win. That was really well done.